Howdy, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. On the last episode, instead of saying what happened on the last episode, I'm going to let our man Ezlo tell us. Lonk the Second, I'm overcome! We've got all the elements now. Now we can revive the Sacred Blade. And he'll have Princess Zelda back to normal in no time. Yeah, I don't know why I always in the last episode, this is what we did, and try and sum it up instead of just talking to Ezlo, because Ezlo does that anytime you turn on the game, but I don't think to do that. But what you should think to do is ring the bell on the Hyrule Town Plaza, because there's a heart piece in there, which is a really cute, hidden thing. You jump into the bell and you hear the bell go off, you're like, oh, that's a nice little detail, and then the heart piece falls out and you go, oh, that's a very nice detail. A nice detail indeed. Another nice detail is our friend Swiftblade. Aha, yes, you have the Rock's Cape, and now you have acquired new skill. Yes, I am ready to train you again. So, would you... Yes, please. Possession, new technique, the down thrust. First, equip the Rock's Cape. Second, equip the sword. Third, jump. Then, fourth, at your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? But it's not enough to hear about the technique. You must feel the technique and possess your body with the Swiftblade possession technique. Possession. Some Captain Ginyu shit. But yeah, we can do a down thrust in this game, which is sick. I'm not sure how useful this move's gonna be, but it's sick that we can do this. And see, I didn't forget to do the move this time before we left. So yeah, it's a mighty attack. I'm guessing it's probably stronger because it's a little inconvenient to use. But it's cool as hell. And you also can't do it once the actual cape part comes out. You gotta do it at the jump's peak, not the flight's peak. It's different. But with that, we've learned everything we can from Swiftblade. Ha! There is nothing more I can teach you, young master. Now you must train yourself. Actually, there's a few more trainings that we could get in, just not from Swiftblade. Swiftblade has nothing left to teach us. But as you can see, he had more to teach us than the other blades did. I mean, if you don't count the ones who powered up our spin attack speed and our split gauge speed, which we're not going to because they didn't give us a tiger scroll. But as you can see, there's one last scroll to acquire, and I think y'all know where we're going, what time it is, what we got to do. Because when we first went to the Castor Wilds, we met with Swiftblade, the first ghost, who was like, hey, yo, if you ever get really, really good at swords, I know you think you're good now, but really good at swords, come find me. Maybe we can talk about the sword technique of Swiftblade the First. And I thought we would have to do a little bit of jumping. Well, I didn't think we'd have to do a little bit of jumping, but I thought some jumping could help us get over here. I probably said this already, but I'll say it again. Though my body may perish, I am still the true master swordsman of Hyrule, Swiftblade the First, spirit of the swordsman. If you train with me, I will teach you skills that are out of this world, from beyond the grave. You see, because I'm dead. You see my wisp? This is a technique that only I have mastered. Only one who holds the sacred blade can perform the great spin attack. First, do a spin attack. Second, press the button repeatedly. Repeatedly, do you hear me? That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? No, you don't, you buffoon, you absolute idiot clown. Whoa, but it is not so easy. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body as to demonstrate the technique. This is my spooky possession technique of training. Watch this. Possession. The most apt time any of them have ever used the possession move being a ghost, and that's what ghosts do. So yeah, the great spin attack from Wind Waker is in this game as well. Phew, now you must try it yourself. Perform a spin attack and hit the button again. So yeah, now we can do the great spin attack. I needed to hit the button. I saw the spirit gauge charging up, and I was like, oh, I gotta let it fill up, even though he kept saying we gotta hit the button a bunch. You have passed the test of Swiftblade the First with such ease. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review the scroll. And with that, that's it. Or this is it. At last, the ultimate sword technique. Yep. What better technique for the sword could there be than to just spin around in a circle and just whack the shit out of things as you spin. It's the perfect defense. It's the perfect offense. What more could you need? Now, there is nothing more that I can teach you. Your training from now on is all in your mind. The way begins with the sword and ends with the sword. Yes, because when you're born, you come out with the sword, and then you die because the sword went into you. That's deep, man. Thank you, Swiftblade the First. Your CGI movie was really good and cool, and I liked it because it was cool and good. So yeah, we're gonna take it easy here today. We don't have as many things as we normally cram into these between episode thingamajigs. But we'll see how out of hand it gets, because these things do tend to get out of hand. We got to do a lot of kinstone fusions. We have 20 kinstone fusions left. We probably won't be able to do all of them in this episode, because I think we'll probably hit another lock before a certain point, because there are things that are meant to be done after you go towards the elemental sanctuary and get the 4-element sacred blade thingamajig. So I'm guessing there'll probably be a lock there, because there's heart pieces that we can't get until that point. So one could only assume that also, there'll probably be kinstone fusions and such. And wow, it's so strange. Like at the beginning of this LP, I was like, boy, this game's going to be a pain to complete. But really, honestly, it's been a whole lot of fun going through and like having to figure out like who you can fuse with and such. Just things that I normally wouldn't pay all that much attention to. Also, now that we can jump over to this piece of heart. That rude super piece of heart. The rude super, I meant to say super rude, but I guess rude super, that just taunts you. You can't get it until you can jump, since you can't get out unless there's shallow water or a, what do you call those things? Ladder, stairs. It's hard to say which that one is, because it could be either, based on its appearance. Let's go ahead and break out our diggy gloves and get a dig in, because this is going to be a monumental cave for us as well. This is a monumental episode. We're coming up on the end, and also looks like we can enter this place while we're small. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, is there a chest here? Oh, looks like they're finally hiding. Well, I was gonna say they're finally hiding chests in the middle of the dirt, but there was a hole there, and that's not the point that I was making when I was like, yeah, you can always tell where the things will be because there'll be a hole there, and that's not exactly the point I was trying to make previously, but I just fooled myself and forgot how things work and go, and my brain does things. Oh no, yeah, we can dig faster. I forgot we got that joy butterfly. I don't think we've had to dig since then, but look how much faster we are. It's a nice little thing to get those little speed ups. Honestly, it'd probably be preferable if it was just like, this is your starting speed, and then you can go even faster, and there's nothing here for us. I forgot what was over. Oh, like, why didn't you pop up from before? I don't know why that like did not appear before, but they're there now, and they're there now because they're like. See, you can find very, very, very funny jokes if you just keep talking enough. Eventually, the good jokes will just come to you. Great jokes like they're there for like. If we come over here, we can see that little hole. We can try swimming in there, become little. We will go back to exploring that cave. I haven't like completely just forgotten what was happening. There's some weird noise happening outside. I was like, I gotta make sure that this isn't like super loud audio thing coming through the the microphone. It probably isn't, because my microphone is so like, you got to get right up on my microphone for people to hear me. Forest Minish, let's go ahead and fuse with you. God, we have so many kinstones. I'm going to be very impressed if we end up needing more kinstones before the end of this. And oh, look, that thing that we just saw. How convenient was it that I came over here and fused before? I'm not owned. I certainly couldn't have done that in the reverse order. Honestly, I thought that that beanstalk was in a different area. So that's why I wasn't like too worried about it, because I knew we were going to do some lake lifing out here. So I was like, whatever. We'll come up and fuse with this Minish, who will make the beanstalk for us in time. Oh, dark cave, very scary. I mean, we can see perfectly fine, but it's scary for Lonk, because assumedly Lonk can't see that well. And there's pestos flying about, ready to pester him and be a problem. And we can come over here, and I guess we can pull out our lantern. Why not? I mean, it's not like our lantern gets to do much. God, lantern is still such a strange dungeon item for me. I'm not exactly sure why they decided you're going to get a lantern so deep into the game. It always just feels very anticlimactic and confusing. Although I will say, something I find interesting about the lantern that's not really apparent, or I probably not even intended. Like if you look at the lantern, you know, it's a lantern. It looked like a damn lantern. That's what lantern looked like. But if you look at the official art, it's like this strange like hook lantern thing. It looks kind of like the pose lanterns from the Earth Temple, I think it is in Wind Waker. I might have it mixed up with the Wind Temple. I always forget the way they do the Earth and the Wind Temple in that game because it feels like they're backwards in my brain. Man, we can really book it in the water. That's super good. Also, that thing I was saying with the speed wasn't like, oh, well, we were too slow before. This should have been the official speed, but it's so nice to go fast. And I guess if this was the starting speed and then there was another speed up in game, it would probably get a little out of hand how fast you'd be going. Thank you for the money, because we were... Oh, I guess we had 1 rupee. I know we started the episode with 0. What's up, Wade Blade? I would love to fuse kinstones with you, even though you can no longer teach me anything. Because there's nothing for me to be taught. I've got the technique from Swiftblade the First. I'm the greatest living swordsman. So eat it, Swiftblade the First. I know I said your CGI movie is really cool and good, but I'm Lonk the Second, which means I'm one better than the first. Oh god, there was probably a point I was trying to make with the lantern. Oh, I was just saying the shit about the Wind Waker dungeons. Always get confused which one's which, because it's like, I think you go to the Earth Temple with Medley. I think that's her name. It's been a while since I played that game. You go to the Earth Temple with Medley and the Wind Temple with Makar, which it just feels like it should be the other way around. Like, I get it, you know, you do wind stuff with the little plant guy who can do the plant stuff, but it's like the bird girl should probably go to the Wind Temple, right? Like, I mean, you know, obviously they didn't do it that way. And that's just always like, I always feel like it should be swapped. Okay, Octorok, you're my way. Sorry, Octorok. I love the Octoroks, and the blue. Blue's a good look for for the Octoroks. But we need to book it over onto this mysterious cave that has a beanstalk in it. And that's not even all. Like, there was another path that we hadn't even gone down. This cave is gonna be such a good friend to us because there's stuff here that we haven't gotten. Boy, I think my brain is melting. I mean, that's nothing new, but I was just like, oh, I love Cave because Cave is going to have stuff for us. And it's just like, it's not the way you're supposed to think about things. You know, just like if you applied that logic to a person, that's a bad way to think about, like, oh, I like this person because they give me things. I mean, it's, you know, brains are dumb, and sometimes they do stuff like that. But also just being like, this cave has things inside. I like just complete, you know, like Neanderthal, like, earth, fire, bad brain going on. God, I love the image of like the mountains in the background. It's such a nice thing. I love the sprite work in this game. So good. You know, sometimes you do get some strange looking sprites. Oh, that's interesting. The Z layering on the shadows off. I guess it's a real kind of edge case. Like, how often do you end up in that situation? But yeah, like, yeah, we can't actually jump while we're under this tree. Something's stopping us. But I mean, like, if we move, our shadow moves with us. You know, that'd be a pain to like have to figure out the Z layering on the shadow at all times, and probably wouldn't be worth the amount of work it took. Oh, actually, let me see that face again. That just absolute look of surprise when Lonk the Second bonks off the wall. Very good. Enjoying it a whole lot. Oh, you were a chest with another kinstone piece. we're gonna have so many damn kinstones by the end. We will not be able to fuse all of these. But if we do, that'd be impressive because we have more than 20 in total. So it's literally impossible for us to... Oh, I don't have sword out. Actually, let's boomerang. Boomerang the Moldorm. Moldorm vulnerable to boomerang, or do I need to hit it on its tail, like the tippy of the tail? It's probably just invulnerable to thing. What do Moldorms are made out of? Because like they are always like look like black fuzzy guys, like the fuzzies of Mario. Oh, and hey, mysterious wall, nice. And other incarnations, like in the Game Boy ones. I think Link to the Past as well. But in this one, they look like they might be a little metallic. It's strange. Almost there, Goro, but it's still just not breaking. And because we fused with another wall, out of the wall, a Goron is born into the world. Because Goron are rock people, so one could assume that they just pop out of the rock and like, hey, I'm here now. Although we do know that Gorons have parents, so who knows? Strange. I had a feeling there were some Gorons in need of a little extra muscle. Well, I'm here to help. Hey, perfect timing. All right, everyone. Together now, Goro. Oh, man. I know that there's already, like, Zelda, 2 Zelda Musos, the Hyrule Warrior games. And there's not a Zelda fighting game, but I was just thinking, like, it'd be cool if there was a Goron who, like, used punching attacks, and then whenever they punched, they were like, Goro, you know, like a JoJo or a Fist of the North Star. Be very, very cool thing to do. But who knows if that? I was gonna say probably will never happen, but I mean it's possible. Anything's possible. There's 2 Zelda the Hyrule Warrior. Oh hey, we also get this from over here. This cave is just, see, I told you, like, this cave is going to be our friend. There's so much stuff in this cave for us because we completed the Goron thing. Oh, spoilers, that was also the last thing. We're done with Gorons. There's no more Gorons to be birthed into the world. The miracle of life is complete for the moment. We got like 2 heart pieces. We're just getting kinstones out our ears, which is unfortunate because I do need my ears to not have kinstones in them. Oh man, if I tap faster, we can dig even quicker. What's our mysterious seashells? We should be, yeah. I was thinking we should be empty because I did go and buy figures, you know, at the end of last episode. And oh boy, I'm so excited. I did a count of our figures, and if my count is correct, which I hope it is because it's a low count, we only need 7 more figures plus the 6 that open up in the post game. Which is very exciting. We're so close to the end. Whenever I was like, oh, we're going to have to, grind money because I've decided that rather than, playing the gacha, we're just going to rich it out instead of, doing what the game wants us to do. Where did that wave blade thing open up? I think it's over here. Yeah, I think it's by the castle. I could be wrong. It might have been in Vale Falls. I was not paying great attention because I think I was busy thinking about Lupin the Thirst. Oh my god, I just said Lupin the Thirst. That's bad. Lupin the First, which, Oh, whoops, sorry. Sorry, Royal Valley sign. Yeah, I guess this isn't where we were supposed to come. I was trying to figure out where that was in between the episodes. I wasn't sure if we had fused with Waveblade already, so I ran around and I was like, "Oh, this waterfall doesn't have a hole in it, so it's probably the right one." Like, yeah, I think that's the one that opened up. I saw that and I was like, "I guess we haven't fused with Waveblade," and then didn't like confirm to make sure that it was the right one because there's a man living in here. It's the final man. Mastery of the sword is mastery of the soul. I am kinda like almost the best swordsman in Hyrule. Great blade. You can tell I'm the greatest because I have great men. Training with me will totally change your sword skill forever and stuff. So, would you like to... Yes, please train me. Yes, alright. I'll teach you how to prolong the duration of the Great Spin Attack, which I don't know how to use because Swiftblade the First said he was the only... Which you already have learned. I take visualization trainings very seriously. I'll have you now quietly close your eyes. Visualize your sword continuing to move longer than ever possible. Whoa! Spinning! 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 Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. That was enough. Now, your great spin attack will last longer than before, my student. This is the truth of the sword. When you doubt another, you bring clouds into the mind's skies. Commit yourself to the blade and stuff. This is it. Your great spin attack rotation time has increased. Spin around and smash enemies to bits. Yeah, we do it. Now we super do it. We can just keep on going. Wow, that does go on for a long time. And with that, we're the best at swords. We've learned from every single one of the masters. We know everything there is to know. So I don't know. I just looked over at my notes, and we've already tackled everything on my notes for this episode. So let's see. I already did that one. We may be good. We may be good on heart pieces that we can get at the moment. How much money do I have? I don't think we... Oh, no, we definitely have 200 rupees because we got some rupees out of our friend, that cool cave. Oh, and the Gorons. Yeah, we can't forget to go visit the Gorons. We just did their damn thing. We should go visit them. So while we're walking over there, so a little tidbit I wanted to talk about was the special edition Game Boy Advance SP that was available for this game. I believe it only came out in Europe and Australia. No US one, which is a shame for me because I like to own the Zelda limited edition consoles. But there was also a super secret, like literally 24 karat gold one. That 7 of them exist. 6 of them were able to be won when you bought one of the SPs. They would have a Willy Wonka ass gold ticket in it, and you would send it in and get the gold thing. And the other one was a raffle on like some game website. I wrote it down. Games TM, which is a defunct games magazine's website. So only 7 of those exist, and not a lot of their places and positions where they are known about, and a lot of them are probably fake, but it's a neat thing that this game got a literally solid, or I guess not solid gold, because gold plated, because if it was solid gold it would just be a brick, but gold plated Game Boy Advance. Pretty cool. Thank goodness we're finally through. That was a long way to dig. Together there's no rock we can't dig through. These rocks are delicious. I just want to stay here forever. It's nice having all my friends here, but sometimes I can't tell them apart. With 6 Gorons all here at once, it starts to smell a little ripe. Y'all are made out of rocks. How do you smell? I mean, I guess there's a rocky smell, an earthen smell, but ripe is not the way I would describe. Now, that Goron statue outside the cave is a little scary. Oh, we could get by you. I thought we had to talk to you all to make y'all move. Nope, but we didn't. So Gorons have a nice little cave, and they left the treasure for us because they know we did the hard work with the I almost said the Minish fusions instead of the Kinstone fusions. But yes, here's the final empty bottle. So a very fun quest where you bring in all the Gorons and then you get a bottle for it. And now our thing is complete. We got everything in the world for our menu. Wow, our menu's fold up. Very cool. I think these are work quest items. Go probably. I don't remember, man. It's fine. It's whatever. What am I doing? I think we're gonna go back to town. Boy, I was going to tell you all the golden SP thing while I was going to go grind up money, but I was able to get it out on our way over there. Let's just, just for fun, let's go into the Fun Day School, which we were not able to access before. It's this big statue of, I'm guessing, the principal or something. It's kind of a waste of a room just to have, one big statue. What's up, Teach? I have to see these kids off and get home myself. Hey, you want a few skins? I don't want to go home. Wow, you're a weird kid. I don't trust these children. You kids run along now, you hear? I don't trust kids who like school. Who would like school? More like drool. Am I right? And I know I am right, so no need to answer that. But yes, we were finally able to get into school now that school's out for the day, I guess. So perhaps the entire course of this game is just a single day, or whatever. Who knows? We're under martial law. Yes, same. Minish, same. Which Minish house should I go to if I end up somewhere alone? If I end up somewhere alone, they'll forget all about me. Oh goodness, oh good. Oh boy, this is a relatable Minish. Jeez, I'm feeling for you, buddy. Don't worry, well, I was gonna say I'll stay here with you, but I'm not actually. I'm not even gonna walk back through the school. I'm gonna make the bird fly down and carry me down there because I don't want to walk over there. Are you kidding me? Walking straight through the school with all those weird kids who like school. Gag me with a spoon, am I right? Not gonna do that. So yeah, we don't really need any kinstones and such. We have other mini game we can play. Yeah, we never played the extra gambling game, the harder version. So let's just go ahead and take a crack at it, see what's up. Yeah, there's always time for games. It's Friday night. Oh no, a customer. Yeah, why'd you ever start with the shop? 10 rupees for one try. Oh, is there like... Because we unlocked the thing where he was like, oh, I have new ideas. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now we'll pick the level. I thought like it'd be like, oh, hard level takes more money. Level 1 is more than enough to take your money, but if you're feeling particularly self-destructive, and I am, we've even got level 2 now, Rue the Day, which level would... Of course we want to try hard mode on a coin flip. I'm guessing hard mode means there's probably going to be 3 or 4 chests and only one is correct. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and you'll triple the amount, so this could be a faster way to... Well, it's a faster way to make money than the other one. But you know, it's not a big deal because we figured out the economy of this game. It's not a big deal, but let's see if we can go for a couple. Oh yeah, see what happens when we try to gamble. Yeah, we're done. Just wanted to give it a shot, just so we could say that we did it. Wake up, man! Get out of here before you lose the shirt off your back. Well, I wish I could lose the shirt off my back and then I could replace it with a different colored shirt. That would rule, but that's not a feature of game. Okay, so how many? We're going to need about 700 seashells to be able to get all our seashells, and we're about halfway there. Now this is the iffy thing because it's 200 for. Come on, dude. It's 200 for 30 seashells, so it could take a little while to grind all these up. But we do have new exciting techniques available to us, like getting 5 rupees from a cat that we just demolished. Let's go ahead and... I hope the yellow one was the rupee one. I was not paying attention when I bought it. I was just like, it's not the green one because I've made this mistake before, so I'm just going to assume that it's this one. Oh, and we should probably, get rid of the moblins. And are there blue Octoroks over here too? Yeah, we need to clear out all these enemies. And luckily, this place is like super easy to like reset it because we can just come down here, come back in, and it's all good again. And actually, I think there's fairies in here. Oh no, they're bats. Geese, excuse me. Not exactly fairies. Not exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll pop the thing. And while that's we're actually probably not going to use our boot because we have a new way of collecting all of the money in the world much faster. Let's go ahead and charge up another one. Yeah, because before when we were using our the Pegasus boots, we would run by the money, and we're done with our glow. I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep on cutting because hey, sometimes we can find mysterious seashells. How much did we get? Oh my god, I was not paying attention to our money count, but our money count's looking pretty good. So this is probably gonna be a lot quicker grinding money than I anticipated it to be, since now we don't have to like run back and grab the roops before they like despawn or anything. So it's very, very convenient. I am surprised just how much... Where am I going? Oh yeah, the store. I am surprised how much like more doable completing this game has been than I thought it would be. However, now we're going to get to see how many of these... how long it's going to take for me to purchase all of these seashells. Because even once we get like 700 of them, I'm glad you appreciate my patronage. I never remember how to say that word. So, I'm going to have to keep going back and forth, grind up the money, and get the seashells. And even once we get all 700, I should probably grind up some more money. Because we're going to then, need 600 more seashells for the post game. But I might worry about that then, just in case we, pick up any more like freebie seashells or anything. Because we do have a lot of kinstone fusing to do. In fact, maybe we should do that before we do the figure stuff, because we might find seashells like out in the wild just by like running around and stuff. Not that I'm actually too worried about going and like checking out our rewards for kinstone fusions, which I'm not seeing if anyone wants. Not finding anyone who wants to fuse, so maybe we've already hit the limit. We'll need to come fuse kinstones later. I totally blanked on what... I saw the Octorok and just my mind froze, like, what do I do when there's an enemy? Even though I literally have my sword equipped, so it's, it happens sometimes. And so this might end up not like being like the shortest like in-between episode ever. What's up, Tingle? Yeah, it's twice. Say, I wonder if this will make me into a real and true fairy. It will, right? You wouldn't lie to me now. Tingle, tingle, Kulu, limpa. I also see. I didn't steal your magic words because I said Kulu. I said Kulu wrong, so I didn't steal it. How many fusions? 14 kinstones left to fuse. Tingle's impressed. Okay, yeah, he didn't say like, hey, you can't fuse anymore at the moment. He just said there's 14 left in world. So I should probably run around and just see if anybody wants to fuse with us. I'm not going back for that one rupee. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around the world, see if anybody wants to fuse kinstones, and then we'll figure it out from there. Oh, we're removing some of those trees. The trees always get me in this game because there's those fallen over trees, and whenever I see them, I always think, oh, I should hit them with the cane at Pocky to like flip them up, because you know we'd flip them over and then they'd be out of your way. But that's not the answer. And then whenever you get the lantern, it's like, oh, I can burn away the trees. Also not the answer, and it's just strange that it ends up being a kinstone thing, because I never think about using the well, it's not that I never think about using the kinstones, but it's like, you know, using the kinstones to do something like that, while it makes sense because kinstones do weird shit like that, it isn't the most intuitive thing that like, well, how do I get rid of this? Oh, I need to kinstone it up, baby. Okay, so I've gone around the world and I've mashed my face against most of the NPCs. There's a couple Minish and animals that I didn't try just because it would be inconvenient to become Minishized and try and do it. I figure, you know, we'll have our time in the sun, time to try eventually. But I guess for now we're stuck at 13 fusions for the time being. So we'll just have to deal with that, I suppose. And I can't pull this back because Lonk would fall in a hole. There's another direction that we could come from, however. Is this, that's the only rock we have left to move. There's a bunch of bombs and stuff over there. So there's another entryway into the mayor's little bunker that I haven't found. I'm guessing the entryway is this one? Like perhaps we dug into this hole at some point. We were missing an item that we needed to do something with the hole. I cannot remember, so we'll just go ahead and dig through. Because we can dig super fast, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can dig super fast, you know? Nothing like in this life matters if you can dig super fast. Digging fast is the only thing that matters in this life. And it's just a true proven fact that we all agree and hold ourselves to. Just that digging... Okay, no, this one links back around the other way. Interesting. So I'm actually not sure how to get into here, because we can push this... Oh, I just tried to tilt the stick to move the camera. Damn. And we do have to go back out that way because there's no other way out. Since the three lunk block pushed itself back into place. Okay, so there are two entryways into that labyrinth that I haven't found. Might look around for that. Other than that, we just have the figure unlocking. I suppose I could take another run around the world and pick up some of the stuff that we haven't picked up, because there's a lot of chests and such on the map. There might be some good things that we could collect there. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll take a look at the map and see if there's anything tempting to go after. So I went ahead and looked this one up because I couldn't find the entrance around town. And what do you know? You can fall into the well. Who would have guessed? I'm super sure that I tried this earlier in the game and just didn't fall into the well. So perhaps I pushed from the incorrect angle or whatever. But yeah, we can actually get into the well, which is nice. I would have actually felt real bad if I had just forgotten about this mayor side quest entirely, because that was kind of the likely outcome if I hadn't just kind of blundered on by. If I wasn't looking for the kinstone fusions, I wouldn't have gone back in and talked with the mayor again. Can I push this in a hole? Can't push this in a hole. So let's just move that out of the way, because as we can see, this chest is on a peg. So it's too high for Lonk to get to, and even though we could just jump up and open it up, that's not going to be happening. That's not the way that this is going to work out. You know the way this is going to work out. I think we've done something with a chest on a peg before. It's been a minute, but we had done something with it before, so we finally got into the mayor's like little secret area, and we're going to take the mayor for everything that he's worth now that we can come in here and remote detonate our bombs at any time we please. Such a nice feature. I'm so glad that oh my god, I meant to say Breath of the Wild and said Twilight Princess. Christ. I'm so glad that in Breath of the Wild they were like, yeah, all the bombs are remote detonation. It's so funny though that in that game you get both square and round bombs, which makes sense because sometimes you want them to roll and sometimes you don't. It's completely understandable, you know. You have to encompass the entirety of shape. Oh, okay. Well, the secret exit for the bunker leads into the school, which we don't seem to be able to get back into. Even if I were to bomb it again, we aren't able to push it. So just a nice little way out. It's not a way in, however. So these children, like, let's say something bad was happening and the children needed to escape. It's like, oh, well, there's that bunker that's right underneath our school. That's convenient and good. And then they just can't do shit about it because it's one way. Some scissor beetles. We haven't seen them in a while. But the school's in danger of scissor beetle. This kinstone, that chest appeared because we did some stuff. But as we can see, there's a very large block that perhaps it needs more lonks than a 3-long job. Luckily for us, we do have the 4th element. But we have not infused it in our blade. Because silly me, I forgot to go to the elemental sanctuary. A tee-hee. I'm lying to you, I didn't forget. It's just, you know, once we fuse the element into our blade, we'll have the sacred blade fully restored. We'll be able to help Princess Zelda uncurse her, and the game will end. And we want to have all the things before the game ends. So we got to do that. And boy, I forgot all the places I wanted to check out on the map. They really should have put a wind crest up here. Just, I mean, like, you never have to come back here for, you know, plot reasons. But damn, I've had to walk over this way a couple times. And also, while walking over here, I remember that Gina wanted to fuse kinstones. So let's go ahead and fuse kinstones with her. Yeah, oh, that's one that we have plenty of. I was like, uh-oh, that might be one that we only have 4 of, haha. But nope, we got plenty, Gina, no problem. You want to fuse kinstones? I got you. Oh, is that going to split the water in town? I can't tell if that... I was going to say I can't tell if that's a tiny hole or a normal-sized one. Yeah, I hope some good luck comes our way. Oh, you came back to visit. I'm so happy. I know this is a grave, but please make yourself feel at home. Sure, Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm so glad that I was like, I'm going to leave the room and come back because I'm sure she's going to want to fuse again. Okay, so this is our... I think after this we have 11 left. Yeah, because we had 13, 12, 11. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to get some of those damn trees out of the way, which is exciting and good because I was like, man, I can't believe I ran around the entire world looking for people to fuse kinstones with, but didn't... Are you going to say anything different after that? No, you're just saying the grave. Okay. Ran around the entire world talking to NPCs that I thought might want to fuse kinstones and didn't think to look at any of the things on the map. But I guess it worked out since, you know, in the end, you know, we had to come back and talk to our pal Gina who wanted to fuse some kinstones. And I already know the game's probably going to make me come back here and fuse shit with her again. Oh, actually, I was going to take off via the, you know, the ocarina the way I do. But instead, I'm actually going to go back because I would like to talk to Knuckle. Is it Knuckle? Yeah, I think Knuckle's the blue one. I always get them all mixed up. Where's my lantern? Since this, I think this way leads to Knuckle, right? Let's just go ahead and mess up the Lost Woods. In fact, we'll get to find out what happens when you mess up the Lost Woods. One could assume that it takes you back to the beginning if you mess it up, yeah. So we can come down here, come out here. There's actually a thing. Oh, this doesn't drop us. I thought this might have a drop off over to Knuckle's side. Damn, there is a thing that we can grab right here. Another kinstone, hooray. Just, you know, we can find out if Knuckle wants to fuse. Because that would be nice. Does this lead to Knuckle? I don't remember if it does. That hole did not lead to Knuckle. It did give me some fairies, though. Knuckle didn't want to fuse, but this Minish and the little house by him did want to fuse. It looks like this is just going to get us roops, so it'll probably spawn in a golden monster. So with that, we only have 10 fusions left. So I'm guessing we're going to probably hit a point where it's going to cut us off. Oh, is it going to drain that hole? Oh, that's interesting. It's always nice when the world changes like that. It's always fun to just see little changes like that. Also, an area we're going to be going back to a couple times. So, not inconvenient of a place. Here, let's go ahead and... I almost said ungrow, because I was like, we need to shrink, but we needed to reverse shrink. But then I was going to say ungrow, which isn't correct. How many have you not found yet? Let's see, 10 left to go. I guess you've seen quite a few, but that means you have to press on. Okay, so I'm so glad the Tingles are here to help us out and let you know, like, oh hey, there's fusions out in, or you know, no more fusions left in the world, which is a convenient thing to know. Hooray! Oh, you know what? I came back to town to buy some Picolite on my way over, but we might as well just come into this little waterfall hole that we made while we're here. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. 200 mysterious seashells. What does that put us at? Almost at the cap. Nice. We might not end up having to use all this grinding up money anyways, which is a shame because I did just buy the Picolite. I mean, we will eventually find a use for it. It's not going to go unused, sitting in our inventory forever, sad and unused, I guess. But you know. Let's go ahead and go visit those fallen down trees. I think there's another set of fallen down trees, like 1 or 2 of them left in this part of the woods. And with that, we're 40 away from the cap, so I'm probably pushing it by opening all these chests and stuff. I'm not going back for 1 rupee. Are you kidding me? I've got all the money, but hey, there's nothing back here. Which means we have to dig it up. Yeah, there's a big old roop. Oh, there's a lot of big old roops back here. Yeah, I guess I won't waste the Picolite just yet, since the Picolite will get us more, you know, make us hit our cap and stuff. And even a secret seashell. Damn, this worked out super duper well. Because I think on our map, the only things left, there's a golden monster in the Castor Wilds, which, you know, that's just some money. I'm not too worried. Nothing there, I don't think, because we were just there. So I don't think there's anything left. We cleared those out. Nothing in our town, our home, I meant. Nothing up here. Nothing in the castle. Vale Falls is done. Yeah, I've checked these all. So I think well, I guess I can say I've checked them, but I can't 100% sure no. Oh, actually, there is something. There's something I meant to grab while I was over there. So that's the last item we can pick up, is over in that little hole by the cows. And I never thought about it, but it's so cute that the cows are like on the map like that. That's very nice. All right, so I guess I'll run over to Lon Lon Ranch to see what that final thing is, and then we'll buy some figurines because we have enough to get the last of the you know, quote unquote last of the figurines. Yeah, so when we started this Let's Play, and I started saying this earlier, I never thought that I would actually complete this game. So I was like, boy, I'd like to, because I've never done it. But all that figure stuff's going to be a pain. But, you know, thanks to all the advice y'all have offered over the course of this Let's Play, it's really been helpful. Just all these little tricks I didn't know about that just made the game so much, like, more, like, digestible, like, trying to, like, you know, complete it. But, oh boy, what was I going to say? Because, like, my plans were going to be very bad. Like, trying to get all the figures, my plan originally was, well, in the very last episode, I'll just sit there and grind for figures, which is not a good way to do that, because we would have hit the, you know, the secret seashell cap, and we would have wasted a lot of those, and then, you know, I would have had to grind way more. You know, getting the figures still isn't super great, or our friend, because, like, you know, even playing that one section where I bought a ton of figures, you know, playing it at 3 times speed, it still took me an hour. So on original hardware, this would still be a pain, even with all of the great tips y'all have offered me. But thanks to the power of emulation, anything is possible. So I love emulators. This was the first game I ever emulated, so I'm glad that emulation also is increasing my enjoyment of this game. And the fact that we're gonna finally complete this game, it's nice, and I really appreciate that. And I think I had another point I was gonna try and make, but it's gone from my brain because I was thanking y'all, and then I was saying I had a bad plan. Yeah, I don't know. It's gone. Spoilers, jeez. Oh my god. It was the last figure we got was the figure of him. You've now collected all of the figurines that I have made. I'll keep a good eye on all of your figures in the case. Please come see them anytime. So now if we walk up, you're going to be like, thanks for coming. You seem to have won all the figurines I've made so far. No, I don't want to trade for one. Are you kidding me? It's like, you want to waste your time? Sure. So we've done it. We have all 130 figurines that you can get post game, which is crazy. I never thought I would do this. Once again, thanks to all of y'all's great advice going through this game, because I never would have stuck through this if I decided to do it as one big grind at the very end of the game. God, that's so funny that the last figure we got was of him. I hope that's not like programmed in to happen and it was just dumb happenstance, because God, it's good. So yeah, now we have all of the figurines, aside from, the 6 for the post game. And I just figured, we'd go through and look at them all. I really love these figurines, just, especially, like the enemies and stuff. Like, it's whatever. Although the keys does look like it's being held up on like one of those little plastic things, which is good. Nice little attention to detail. But it's really, so does the spark. So it's the, what I was trying to say is the little diorama ones are the ones I like. Where you have like a little, like, scene that they're trying to tell. Also, look at the acro bandits. They're so good. Such a just minor enemy that, just think about a lot because they're good. You never see them again, unfortunately. As of this point in the series, unless they made a sneaky cameo that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, damn, we did it, which means we're going to get the heart piece for this as well, which I've never, ever gotten this heart piece. And yeah, spoilers. So there we go. All 130 figures. See ya, Karlov. And how many seashells do I still have left? We still have 200. We have 700 rupees, which will buy us 60 more, which isn't a terrible amount more. So we are going to have to do some grinding to get the 600 that we'll need for, to cheese the getting the last 6 in the post game. But now that we have them all, we come over to this guy. Whoa! You did it! I can't believe you did it! This is a totally complete set, aside from the 6 in the post game, but we're not semantics. How incredibly awesome! And you even got the legendary Karlov. Did we get the legendary Karlov medal? It shines with a beautiful light. It's every collector's dream. What you've shown me here, it's just amazing. Here, feel free to go in my house and take whatever you want, and thanks, cause I'm rich. So, his house is this one with the heart piece in it. Also, there's some good... Oh, straight in the water. You can tell that it's his house because he's filthy, stinking rich, and it's got a big golden statue on the top that kind of has, like... It's the semicircle at the top that always gives me, like, kind of a, like, Mayan vibe. But yeah, we can come in here. I've never been able to collect this heart piece before, but we did it. But unfortunately, that isn't our final heart piece. We still have 2 more heart pieces left to go. What? Why only 2? We're missing 2 slots of heart, and that's going to fill us up. Is this all money? This is all money. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one alone because I don't want to waste any money. It's a phonograph, and it looks like it works. Care to try it out? So this is the sound test for the game. So we can play any track we want from the game. Which is a fun thing. According to the wiki, just a little fact that I saw while planning stuff out for this game. Only Zelda game with a sound test. Neato, burrito, right? So let's go ahead and give you this. I don't remember how big the or how much the big red roop is worth in terms of monetary. I think it's 200. Oh god, starting to get a little bit of a hiccup going, which is not good for video. I think it's 200, so we can probably pick it up and continue our stuff. But I guess that's the episode. It went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I was expecting this one to be a real shit show because it's the end of the game. It's like, we gotta do all this cleanup. But based on the way that I structured episodes, we kind of had our own personal shit show way more often than one would want a shit show to occur. But that's what happened, so you can't get mad at me about that. Please don't. So yeah, that was good. We'll have to see what our seashell count's looking like. Because I think we bought 120. I was not paying attention at all. So we'll just take a look, because once we get 600 seashells, figures are over. Like, yeah, we only need 200 more seashells. That's not that bad at all. No problems are to be had. So next episode is going to be the final episode of the series. We'll go and check out, we'll go save Princess Zelda. It'll be real easy, and we'll get the figurines for the post game. There'll be no problems. Everyone will be real happy. And boy, I sure do wish I hadn't scorned all those 1 rupees previously. That would have made that unnecessary. Yeah, next episode's the last one. So see y'all then. This is the Swordsman's Newsletter number 7. Swordsman Newsletter number 7, for real swordsmen only. You know the roll attack, right? Yeah, the one you do mid-roll. I bet Greyblade told you to attack just as you finish the roll, right? Well, actually, you can do it just as you start the roll too, but the timing is very tricky. You can do it. Hone your skill. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Or something. Teach us, teacher. Camouflage shell shockers. These fiends festoon themselves within grass and rocks to deceive your eyes, but you can remove their camo without trying to pick them up, Hit them with that cane of Pocky, suck them up with the Gust Jar. How do you like that? Now you're a camo buster. Swiftblade's gossip column, those short fusible bombs. I told you about them in issue 3, but here's another thing. Apparently they drop bombs at a higher rate than other enemies. Or so it seems. But it's just a rumor. Swiftblade's signing off. The next one is our last issue. After that, it'll be time for me to put down my pen. As much as I like writing, I'm a teacher at heart. But I know you'll miss me when I'm gone. I'm like a star, a superstar. Issue 8, the last one, is coming soon. Hope you're looking forward to it. Until next time, warriors.